In 1999, a young man named Michael Harris was arrested for a crime that shocked his small town. The police said he was guilty. The jury believed them. But there was one problem. He didn't do it. And for the next 20 years, Michael paid for someone else's sin with his freedom.
Michael grew up in Brookfield, a quiet neighborhood where everyone knew each other. At 22, he was working 2 jobs, taking care of his sick mother and saving up to start a mechanic shop. But one evening, everything changed. A local woman was found dead in her apartment, robbed and strangled. Within 48 hours, police named Michael as their main suspect. Why? Because he lived 3 streets away and had a prior misdemeanor for trespassing when he was a teenager. Detectives said Michael's fingerprints were found on a doorknob near the scene. What they didn't say was that Michael had helped fix that same door for the victim a week before. They brought him in for questioning, and after 16 hours without a lawyer, food, or rest, he broke. He signed a confession he didn't even remember writing. The trial was short. The evidence was thin. But the prosecutor painted Michael as a dangerous man hiding behind a quiet smile. The jury took less than 2 hours to decide his fate. Guilty. Life in prison. His mother fainted in the courtroom. His younger sister screamed, but nobody listened. For the next 20 years, Michael lived behind bars, a man forgotten by the system. But he never stopped writing letters. To lawyers, journalists, Innocence Projects, anyone who would listen. Finally, in 2019, one young law student decided to take a look at his case. What she found was unbelievable. The fingerprint evidence was contaminated. The witness who said she saw Michael was pressured by police to testify. And the DNA found under the victim's nails, it wasn't his. After 2 decades, the truth finally came out. The real killer had been arrested in another state for a similar crime, and his DNA was an exact match. On June 12, 2020, Michael Harris walked out of prison a free man. He was 42 years old, more than half his life gone. When a reporter asked him what he wanted most, he simply said, to sit under a tree and feel the wind again. The state apologized. They gave him a check for $2 million, but no amount of money could bring back the time he lost, or the mother who died waiting to see him free. Michael's story is one of thousands, lives destroyed by broken systems, bias, and neglect. He survived, but many others won't. If this story made you angry, share it. The more people see this, the harder it becomes to ignore. Because injustice doesn't disappear until we all start looking at it. Today, Michael speaks about forgiveness and justice reform. He says, I lost 20 years of my life, but I won't lose my voice. His story reminds us that justice isn't always perfect, and for every Michael, there are others still waiting to be heard.